Good morning out there. Thank you for tuning us in. Saturday, March 14th at Mystic Fitness. This is Power Yoga with Amy and all of her friends. I hope you enjoy our broadcast and get a bottle of water next to you or a glass of water and a block if you have any at home. And just join in and have fun with us. Some students have started in child's pose, others have started by laying on their backs. Find your restful position, whatever that looks like for you. And start to connect to your breath, just feeling all of the air entering your body as you breathe in, filling up your belly and filling up your lungs. And breathing out with as much deep intention, emptying your belly and emptying your lungs. Let your body soften. Let your thoughts soften. I think we hold our bodies super tight sometimes when our thoughts are so tight. So once you relax your mind, the body follows that cue. So relax your head. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out. After spending some time just connecting with your breath in stillness, you can start to find some movements. So maybe just opening and closing your fingers or circling at your wrists. Or maybe if you're lying on your back, you take your knees up in the air and you stir your knees, circling them towards your chest or away from your chest. If you started the practice in child's pose, maybe you come to tabletop and just start to circle your body. Whatever feels right for you. Thanks for watching, Steve. Good morning to you also. We love your comments, so comment away. All right. I'm going to take my place on the mat. You can see Deba's behind me. Mary Ellen. So any gentle movements you want to take. And we'll meet together as a group, maybe seated. Let's all face each other today, just for the initial opening. So the whole group's facing one another and to each other. We will say the single sound of Om. So first just a cleansing breath in and out. Breathe in. Enjoy your practices, everybody. Face the front, come on your hands and knees for me. Tabletop position. Take some gentle cows and cats. We inhale, we arch. And we exhale and we round. And just go in between cows and cats here. Then you can expand your range of motion, maybe just circling. Maybe circling your head, your hips, whatever makes sense for you. going back and forth. Stay connected to your breath. And when you feel lubricated enough, like there's been enough motion for you, tuck those toes under, come to your first downward facing dog. Head hangs nice and heavy. Spine is long and straight. Shoulders pulling away from the ears. Pressing into the pads of the fingers rather than the wrists, please. Walk your dog pedal back, one heel at a time presses down to the ground, knees are bending one at a time. Belly is drawn in and firmly pulling the pelvis upward to the sky. Taking plank rolls here, we drop the knees and push forward through the thighs to a high plank. And then back to up dog, knees bend, high plank. So just taking some plank rolls here. Use those strong leg muscles to almost scrape the chest along the ground as you find high plank. Here we go. Walk or hop your feet to meet your hands at this point, coming to halfway lift with hands on the shins. And forward fold, drop back down, taking ragdoll, placing one hand over each elbow. Let your head hang heavy and sway from one side to the other. Soften. A little bend in the knees is going to help protect that lower back. And breathe here. We're going to do a few risings. Okay, I want you to take them slow. Pull your belly in. Release the hands off the elbows. Press the feet into the floor as you raise your upper body. Up to standing circle, sweep the arms up high. And draw right back down to the ground here. And take a few of these, going up nice and slowly. Let the front spine, your deep core muscles, control your descent downward, finding a safe route down. Every stretch upward is such a great opportunity for the body to align evenly and to just lengthen. And when you rise up, feel the importance of your incoming breath, creating space within your body and space within your mind. So the mind isn't crowded with unproductive thoughts. So create space in the head. Okay, the next time we go down, you'll put hands on the floor, coming to a halfway lift, but the hands are rooted, grounded on the floor. And then you can step back 1 foot at a time, or some of you might want to hop back into that high plank. We'll hold our high plank. Now let's pay attention to this. Shoulders are above the wrists, belly is drawn in firmly, hips and shoulders in one plane parallel to the plane of the floor. Spread your fingers, index fingers are parallel to one another. Rotate the arms inward almost, okay? I want you to spread the shoulders outward and press down using the strength of that upper back. Press the mat away from you, high plank. This becomes easier and easier the more you do it. We'll roll forward on the toes and bend at the elbows, low plank. Inhale to an upward dog, or maybe you start out with Cobra just as fine. And exhale, curl your toes under, tuck your feet, downward facing dog. Take your big breath in and release. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, please. Inhale and exhale. Good. You feeling strong this morning, guys? All right. I love it. Bend the knees then. Prepare for flight. Walk or hop your way to your hands. Inhaling to flat back, halfway lift with hands on the shins, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep it up, circle the arms and rise. Exhale, drop all the way back down using that deep core control. Hands on the floor, inhaling, flat back. Step back to that high plank. Hold your plank, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward on the toes, elbows squeeze the sides of the body as they bend. Inhale to upward dog, just lifts. And exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in and let it go. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Now in studio, we exhale only through the nose, please. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees. Look forward. Walk or hop your way to your hands. Inhaling flat back, hands on shins. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, let's raise it up. Circle sweep and rise. This exhale finds us in prayer, hands at heart center. So here we are in standing posture. Rib cage above your hips. Tuck your pelvis. Relax your shoulders down, away from the ears. Neck is long. Ground here, inhaling and exhaling. Good. We'll circle sweep our arms up high, so inhale, stretch, maybe coming on tippy toes if you can. Good. Exhaling to bend the knees, heels come down, and chair position. Arms may reach forward. Try it again. Inhale, circle sweep, raise up, on tippy toes if possible, and exhale to your chair. Try a few of these. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now it's your choice if you want your feet side by side next to each other for chair, or if they are hips width distance apart. So that's just, either way is awesome, and it just depends on how you like to operate. Inhale, raise it up, and exhale, chair. Hold the chair, holding it for 5, maybe going a little deeper. 4, 3, 2, and the next rising, instead of coming on tippy toes, we're taking that right knee up with us, okay? So it becomes a balance here again, but a different kind of balance. So here's your rising. Right knee raises with your arms, and then you dip right back down in chair. Left side, okay? Here we go. Now the movement is accompanying the breath, and I want you to breathe slowly and intentionally. So let that movement kind of replicate the quality of the breath. A few more. One more on each side, okay? So we'll take right side. We're I'm going to add something, okay? So come in your chair and stay there, holding it with strength and confidence. I believe that strength is the product of confidence and a lot of hard work. Nice hold on that chair. This time with the rising up, that right knee comes up with us. We take a kick out, a draw back, and chair. Anything you wish to do with your arms, what makes sense for you. Finding your pace, what works for you guys. Each time you kick out, that hip flexor getting so much stronger. And the higher you raise the thigh, the more challenging for the hip flexor. Few more on each side. One more on each side, right and left. Okay, shake it out. Roll those shoulders. You did great. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to take it down, vinyasa. Inhale, circle sweep high. Exhale, forward fold, draw all the way down. Hands on the floor, inhaling, flat back. Step back or jump for some of you. Shoulders are above the wrists. We hold this plank. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward on the toes. Elbows squeeze inward as you lower down to low plank. Option to take tabletop instead. Upward dog or cobra. Knees lift if you're an up dog. Curl the toes under. Tuck your feet. Downward facing dog. Big breath. And let it go. One more time. Big breath in. And release. Here we go, guys. Right leg up in the air. You're going to bring your knee to your chest, rolling forward on those left toes so that your shoulders can be above your wrists. High plank curl. Flex your right foot and step it carefully between your hands, coming to your runner's lunge position. Big breath in and breath out. A nice work in runner's lunge. Pull the fingertips backward so they're pointing to the back of your room. Crown of head pulls forward. This is your airplane lunge. Extend your left arm for your thunderbolt position. Hold this. Thunderbolt is a beautiful prelude to Warrior 2. You're going to roll the left heel down, open up that left arm behind you, finding Warrior 2. Now, what you never want in Warrior 2 is a knee that fronts the ankle, okay? The knee position's right on top of your ankle. Torso is between the legs. I'd like you to just spend some time rotating those arms, maybe little fists. And when the palms are facing the ceiling, open those hands, reverse that warrior, breathe. Hold this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Propel the arms down, back heel rolls up, front leg sweeps back. Here's your high plank. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows draw toward each other as you lower down, low plank. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up high. Curl the knee underneath your chest as you roll forward. Flex your left foot. Step it between your hands, finding runner's lunge. On your left side, insides of your thighs drawing toward each other. Feel the strength of your legs. Okay, now release those fingertips behind you, shoulders pulling away from the ears. Shoot that right arm in front of you, thunderbolt position. Roll the right heel down, right arm lifts up and back, second warrior. Relax those shoulders, make your little fists, rotate those arms. Palms face the ceiling, ready to reverse. Breathe, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Propel the arms down, back heel rolls up, front leg sweeps back, holding that plank, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Second set, right leg up in the air. Curl the knee to the chest. Flex your right foot, stepping runner's lunge position. Airplane lunge position. Left arm extends, thunderbolt. Open it up to second warrior. Little fists, we rotate those arms. Palms face the ceiling. Breath in, reverses that warrior. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Propel the arms. Back heel rolls up. Front leg sweeps back. High plank. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up high. Knee to chest. Flex the foot. Step it. Runner's lunge position. Airplane lunge. Pull those fingertips back. Thunderbolt. Right arm extends. Open it up. Warrior 2. Little fists. Turn them one way. Turn them the other way. Flip the palms. Breathe in. Reverse that warrior. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chaturanga Vinyasa. Back heel rolls up. Front leg sweeps back. Holding plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward on the toes. Low plank. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, down dog. One more time, guys. Right leg up. Knee to chest. Step it. Runner's lunge position. Airplane lunge. Thunderbolt. Open to warrior 2. There's a little twist on this one. You can rotate the limbs, reverse that warrior, and you're going to hold it. 3, 2, 1. But this time we propel upward to Tadasana. Get that left knee up with us. And we return to those chair dips. Okay, so inhale knee and exhale your chair. Inhale knee, option to kick out, and chair. Up, kick out if you want, and chair. Take a few of these. Feel how the body just starts cooperating. You trained it in various areas to do sequets, little short sequences, and then you combine those sequences, and it seems to know exactly what you want and what to do. And the next time, we're kicking out on the right and dipping. The next time you kick out on the left, You step it back into warrior two. Yeah. Beautiful. Flip the palms, breathe in reverse. Hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms come all the way down. Back heel rolls up. Front leg sweeps back for high plank. Holding plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward on the toes. Elbows bend. Upward dog. Breathe it in. And downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Left leg rises. Knee comes to chest. Flex the left foot and please step it. Runner's lunge on the left side. Fingertips draw back. Airplane lunge on the left. Right arm extends. Here's your thunderbolt on the left. Open it up. Warrior two position. Little fists, you can rotate those arms. When the palms are flipped to the ceiling, we breathe in, we reverse, holding it 5, 4, 3, 2. But the exit is into Tadasana. Propel those arms, and that right foot steps forward and up if you can. Nice work. Kick it out and find chair. And the next time you kick out with the right, guess what? The right foot's going to step you right back into warrior two position. Nice transitions, guys. Flip your palms, breathe in reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Propel those arms down to your plank. Hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll forward on your toes. Elbows squeeze inwards. Low plank. Inhale to up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. How about coming on your knees and taking a drink? How do you feel? You get your heart rate up at a steady pace. What a nice flow. Let's do some abs, okay? You ready? Lie on your backs. I'll have your heads facing the front, your feet facing the back. Now, I'm going to grab some blocks for my ab work. These are a great investment if you're a yogi. They don't cost very much, and they do wonders. We're just going to start by releasing those lower back muscles and bringing your knees in the air and then just opening and closing the legs. So stirring the knees toward your chest and away from your chest, because I've got this big ponytail back here. I'm going to rest my head on a block. And then bring your knees above your hips, okay? And 90-degree angles between calves and the backs of your thighs here. So I hope that's pretty accurate on the camera. And draw your core in place. I want you to really feel the lower back flat on the floor. Take your hands and press your thighs away from you. Let those thighs press toward you. So intra-body resistance here to build strong abs. We're going to spend 60 seconds here. Embrace the discomfort. Go. You should be trembling. You're halfway there, guys. You're halfway there. Breathe. Ten more seconds. Beautifully done. Bend those knees. Bring your thighs to your chest. Squeeze. And then hands on the knees, and we stir them inward and outward, toward us and away from us. Reverse your direction. Send those legs up, lower them down to a hover, and then the chest comes to a hover, or the spine comes to a hover. Very hard to do this. Arms out in front of you or behind your head, few inches off the ground. Breathe. Ten more seconds. Okay, bend those knees, lie back. Yeah, squeeze. Press the lower back on the floor flat. Stir the knees. Relax. We'll come on our right elbow and come on the right side of your body. We're going to hit the side abs here. Your elbow is just below your shoulder. Legs are stacked if possible. Left hand can be on the hip or left hand on the floor in front of you. Big breath in as you lift those hips. And down. And up. And down. And up. Just take some of these. Two more. Try not to sink into that right shoulder. Okay. Swap out to the other side. Shoulder above the elbow. Legs stacked or staggered. Okay? Or option to put one foot in front of the other leg. Here we go, guys. 10, 9. You might find one side's a little weaker or a little stronger than the other. Stay with that breath. The breath is going to fuel the muscles. Two more. Beautiful. Lie on your backs. Stretch long. You did great. Banana pose. Okay, so now we're going to stretch those side abs here. The feet come to the lower left-hand corner of the mat. The hips all the way to the right edge of the mat. The upper body sweeps up and over to the left side of the mat. Try to let that right hip drop down to the floor flat. And breathe. Okay, guys, come on out. Take your time. You're going to bring your hips to the left edge and bring your feet to the right, lower right corner. Upper body sweeps up and over to the upper right corner, and left bum bum on the floor. And let the breath slow down and the body open. With our sides strengthened and stretched out, that is going to be such a helpful tool for our balancing postures. So let's see if we can utilize that tool. Bring your feet back to center and your hips back to center. Taking a slow Pilates roll up, stretch the arms above you, vertebra by vertebra. Coming on up to seated, reach for the feet or the shins. Good. And then you'll swing your legs behind you, hands in front of you, downward facing dog when you're ready. Pedal it back and walk your dog. Okay. Gently walk your feet or spring them over to your hands. We'll circle sweep all the way up and rise high to the sky. Reach. And prayer hands to your heart center. Let's raise that right knee up. We're experts at this. And actually, let's produce what we did on the ground, but we'll do it standing. Press the thigh down and let the thigh press back up at you. Make sure that core here is working hard to help you with this process. Okay, here's your dancer king. You're going to take your right shin in your right hand and open out to the left. Maybe the gaze looks to the left as well. Very hard to shift the gaze here. Let's bring it back to center at your own pace here. And we're going to leave it up there. And maybe the left hand now holds the outside of the right thigh. And guess what? We open up to the right in a standing twist. Breathe. Look back to your center. Let's take that right heel and place it as high or low as you wish on the left leg for tree position. I want you to pull the shoulders away from your ears. Find the length in your beautiful neck. And take whatever expressions of tree are calling your name on this gorgeous March morning of ours. What a gift it is. We'll be here tomorrow at 9 with Dima. Remember, guys, to set your clocks ahead an hour before you hit the sack tonight. It's daylight savings. I'm going to return it to Nataraja position, okay? So knee in front of us, and then we open up. Option to gaze to the left. Back to your center, into that standing twist one more time for me. And back to your center. Well done. That left ankle, oh, that poor little standing ankle is going to need some shaking. Ready to try the other side? Okay. Circle sweep. Let's just lengthen and align evenly. And hands pulled to prayer, heart center. Okay, guys, wake us into that right leg. It's primed and ready. Now spread the foot nice and wide, almost like suction cup it to the floor, okay? Press the outer edges to the floor as that left knee lifts. And we're going to just do a little resistance here. Press it down. Yeah. We start with Nataraja, Dancer King. We bring it back to center. And we take it into the standing twist. And back to your center when you feel ready. And taking your tree. breath is going to help you transition from tree back to Nataraja. Take your time. And from Nataraja to your standing twist whenever you're ready. And back to your center. And go ahead and release. Nicely done. Shaking out those limbs. Let's take some full body movements here. Alrighty. So just kind of roll our shoulders and swing your arms a little bit. And maybe some torso rolls so the feet are slightly separated and you just kind of roll the torso. And then maybe bring the feet in just a little closer, but still hips width distance and the knees touch. And you can just kind of circle your knees. Good. And as you slowly work your way back up, maybe the legs straighten up and then we torso roll again. Maybe take some side to sides. Actually, let's do that because we did some side ab work, so I'd like a little bit more of a side stretch to help accommodate that. Okay, and then just the other side. Lifting up and over. It's helpful to have the right arm extended because it helps lift the torso, the side body upward before heading over to the left. Good. And then back to center. You can toe heel your feet a little wider. You might be slightly off the mat at this point. That's okay. Bring your heels in, tailbone points down, and let's just find a little goddess here. Spine is straight. We'll lift our shoulders up and push them down and up. And you just want to be like a marionette, like a little puppet on strings. Okay, that's how flimsy or flopsy your arms are. Meanwhile, the legs are strong and solid. And maybe hands on the hip creases, and you just take that right shoulder down a little. And then the left shoulder down a little. Good. And tailbone pointing down, we go a little lower. And we just take some punches here. Motion is the medicine. Lots of arm work today without a lot of high impact. Very nice to do that. Okay. And reel it on in. Coming back to your goddess if possible. Roll the shoulders down and back. Come on down a little lower and lower and lower. The quads are going to be burning. Push through to standing. Toe heel your feet back together. You did great. Let's take just a standing wind relieving pose here. So grab your right shin, stand up and squeeze. Okay. Release that leg. And we're going to take the other side, okay? Here we go. Good. Release that leg. Taking a figure 4 here. Right ankle over the left thigh. Some of you guys get it higher in the hip crease. That's cool. Let that right thigh just kind of drop down. Later on, we'll do this lying on our backs. But this is a nice prelude. Option to take your arms and just reach forward toward the floor. Breathe. Okay. Raise yourselves back up. And right leg releases down. Here's the other side, planting the right foot. Let's pick up that left ankle. Figure 4, Bishna Ghosh tree. We're standing half lotus position. You can stay here. And landing in your tree, figure 4 tree, and then releasing. Good. I think that was nice and full. I think it's time to take it down to the ground. Okay? So vinyasa, circle sweep high, forward fold, hands on shins, a little bend in the knees, crown of head pulls forward. Forward fold is your exhale, hands on the floor. Halfway lift one more time. Step back into your high plank. Shoulders are above the wrists. Belly pulls in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes roll forward or roll forward on the toes. Squeeze in the elbows. Lower down with strength until you are flat on your belly and your left ear can face be on the ground and your head can face the right. And you can windshield wiper the legs if you wish. All right. How are you guys doing? I hope you have a wonderful day planned in front of you. One of those days where anything goes. Maybe you stay home and you bake today, or you drive out of the state and visit a friend. There's just unlimited possibilities. So make it your day and make it a great one. We're going to keep on keeping on our bellies, a couple of back strengtheners now, and then some deep stretches. Okay? Thanks for sticking with us. I appreciate it. So our back strengtheners will begin with Cobra, my personal favorite for the lower back. And the tops of your feet will stay glued to the floor. The front of your hip bones stay on the ground as well. Squeeze your thighs so firmly that the kneecaps float off the floor. And try not to cock your head back, okay? Chin is just a comfortable distance from the chest. You're going to use those deep core muscles, the front of your spine, those muscles in the front of your spine to rise up. Press your lower body, your pubic bone, into the floor. Breathe. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Okay, lower down. Take a few more of these at your pace. Inhaling the rise and lowering. Inhaling the rise and lowering. One more. Good. Now, keeping your chin on the mat, extend your arms out to the sides. Full locust position is for the middle of your back. Okay, your thoracic spine. Here we go. The legs will lift too. So, inhale and rise. Keeping legs strong and straight and together. Shoulders pull away from the ears. Arms extend out to sides. Chest is lifted. Lower down. Let's try two more of those. Up. And down. One more. Good. Now keep the right arm out and extended, and just pick up your left foot, raise the knee if you can, use some momentum and roll over that right arm. Now it shouldn't hurt. Nothing should feel like it's tearing. It should just be a soft, deep stretch. And if you'd like a variation of this beautiful posture, you can unroll, and instead of a straight right arm, you make a goalpost arm. Place the forearm and hand and elbow on the floor, and then try turning again. And you'll see it gets a little bit more in there, doesn't it? Make sure you're still connected with your breath. Okay. Let's try the other side, friends. So here's the left arm extended. You're going to bend your right knee, pick up your right thigh, use a little momentum and roll. Okay. Rolling out and maybe taking that goal post. I really love this, but it's not for everybody. Okay. Carefully unroll. Let's test out those goalpost arms. Bend your knees, separate your thighs. Let's do one skydiver here. Empty your body, exhale, and inhale, rise it up. Just lifts. I like to relax the left leg and reach back for the right foot with both hands and come into a quad stretch here. And then switch out your legs. Right leg extends and we reach back for the left foot. Awesome. Relax. We'll push our chests off the mat with our hands. Crawl forward into your fixed, firm position. Bring your knees as close as you can and separate your heels just wide enough to put your hips in between. Now I take a block and I sit on a block here. If you're a more flexible type than I, then you don't need the block and you can lie all the way back. You can see my friends in the background doing that. But this is where this posture lives for my body. And it's just perfect. Okay. Carefully come on out. Take your time. We will lie. Bring your legs in front of you and lie back. Bend your knees. So my friends, your heads will face the front and your feet will face the back. Thank you. Bend your knees. Taking your half pigeon here with your right ankle over your left thigh and gently persuading that right thigh away from you. I use a block to do that. Feel how flat your lower back gets on the ground. Allow yourself breath, freedom and space to just be you. Unapologetically, without having to explain anything. From here, I like to turn it into a twist, so I drop my left thigh to the center of my mat, And I keep my right ankle weighing down my left thigh, and I just have a beautiful little twist here, gazing over my left shoulder. Arms can be above your head. Holding onto a wrist is quite nice. Make room for your breath. Okay. Carefully coming out of that beautiful twist and planting the right foot on the floor. Let's take our left ankle over our right thigh. Figure four pigeon. I push my left thigh away from me using the block. And turning it into that twist if you wish. The right thigh drops. The left ankle weighs down the thigh, and we look over the right shoulder. Might feel nice to wrap your arms over your head and hold on to one hand with your other hand. Especially at a time where we're not supposed to hold each other's hands. As you come gently out, you can ask yourselves, is there any other posture my body is asking me for? Perhaps you put a block underneath your lower back and rise up to waterfall, or legs up against the wall if you're at home. Or maybe you just kind of hug yourself, thighs on your chest. Maybe you have a little secret posture you love to do. Maybe it's a good luck charm posture. The time has come, the walrus said, to speak of many things, of shoes and chips and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings. So the time has come, my dears. We're going to shut the lights here at the studio and we're going into our deep Shavasana. I hope you're going to do the same thing at home. And I can't thank you enough for watching. Um, and we will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. My name is Amy. Aloha, shalom, namaste. Um, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day.